everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing 2D Minecraft. So this is the video I said in either Discord announcement, community post, or both, basically saying I would be messing around with /camera, which is a new command in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, in order to make something which I would use for a video. I think I did say in the community post that it would be at least used in a future project, which it still will. It still will. Also, I have controller drift, that's why I just looked up randomly. It still will be used in future projects, but this is a project that I want to share with y'all. So, I've done a lot of work making a two-dimensional world, basically. I haven't made this by hand. I took an infinite world, infinitely generated, and I have, basically, I've used commands to cut out a part and paste barriers. That's what these random blocks are. So the idea is that it's 2D, which is a challenge. Now, other YouTubers have technically done this before, because I know a lot of people have been like, oh, Minecraft, I can only be on a 2D world, and like if they step out of it, they lose. But this is a little different, because I can't step out of it, and it's also actually, it looks like a 2D game. And it also technically plays like a 2D game. Probably be better if I turned around this way. This way, the controls actually line up. Now it plays like a 2D game, but I can't sprint, so I'm just going to be doing this. So yeah, let's just start this video. So obviously, I've had to change some things in order to get this properly working with, Minecraft. So it needs to be beatable, obviously. That's something that I've done. It is in fact beatable. I made it so you can enter the end, so I do technically know where the stronghold is, but I have forgotten the coordinates. Yeah, I don't really know where it is. It's somewhere in, like, I think it's that direction. Theoretically, if I walked for long enough in either direction, I'd be able to find one. But that doesn't really matter. What matters is that I need to get a house. Okay, so mobs will still spawn. They'll spawn less, because a lot of them are spawning on the not yet deleted parts of the world down there, because obviously I can't just delete the entire world at once. There is a limit for some reason. But as you can see, I've kept the background just so that it's not an empty void, except it wouldn't be an empty void because of that limit I mentioned earlier. It would just be like space and then more background, which I thought kind of looked a little weird, so I decided to go with this. Obviously, there's a line there, that's from the barriers, so that I can't like mine anything there. Okay, I have a sapling. Here's something about this. I don't think trees can grow because of the tight space. I'm fairly certain they can't, and because of how commands are, it's not like I could make it so they can grow. I'm gonna put that there just in case it somehow manages to, but I seriously don't think it will. So whatever wood I have on this plane, that's all I get. That is it. That's all I get. But at least I have a good amount. Look at all this. I actually have not seen a lot of the world, by the way. I have seen some, obviously, because I've had to go to places for like, testing purposes and whatnot, and also making commands, but I haven't seen a lot. Here's something. So I tried previously to make it so that it was 2D in the nether, but then I realized that I would have to find a plane with both an end portal, so that I could actually properly get to the stronghold with Eyes of Ender, without just having to guess its location, and a plane with both, end portal, or I guess just stronghold in general, where I could build the end portal, but it's better to do it authentic. Whatever, who cares? And also something with a blaze spawner in it, because I don't want to actually have to. I want to place as little blocks as possible, basically, when making the world, or at least want to have to, so I don't have to explore as much. So that's the thing. So I realized that it would be exceptionally difficult to make the nether and the overworld 2D, so the nether isn't 2D, unfortunately. I wish it could be. Technically it could be, but I don't really feel like seed hopping until I find a suitable world. I really don't. Because I want to make my content I don't want it to take 3 years. Just maximum of a month. That's why my content will... Usually my content will take a month to make. This one's like 3 or so weeks, which is just under a month. I got a good amount of, whatever that is now. So, the way this should work... Now, sometimes, slash fill and lighting doesn't update properly sometimes. I made it so that tinted glass would appear, this way and this way, so that the lighting didn't mess with, this right here, so I'd still actually have to use torches underground. But it seems like, because of silly Minecraft, that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. So yeah, obviously there are some bugs that I can't really fix. I think there are probably some bugs with this as well, but since this is my world, I don't have to fix them. Unless you want me to give you the world download, which I actually did make a world that was just the start, without modification, so technically if you all do want the world download, then that is available. And it looks like it is turning night, which I fear because fighting in 2D sucks. Y'all might not realize it, but the controls are terrible, because, if you didn't realize, Minecraft was not built to be a 2D game, so there's a bit of a problem here. I'm probably gonna make a house, just cause... Oh, food. Oh, that's gonna be an issue, because I'm gonna somehow need mobs to spawn on this specific plane instead of in the background over there. And since that's not a lot. Uh-oh. Yeah, food's gonna be a bit of an issue, unfortunately. See, the thing is that other YouTubers that just didn't allow themselves to go off of a single plane, food wasn't really that much of an issue because sometimes mobs from either side would come over onto their walking space. That can't happen here. It can't. And it's raining, because of course it is. That can't happen here. It literally is unable to happen here. Any mob that spawns back there is back there. No exceptions. So... that's, annoying. So I think I'm gonna make the floor to my house. Here's something. Since this isn't Terraria, I don't have a background right here to place stuff on, so stuff is probably gonna be going in the floor, which means I'm actually gonna need a relatively large house. That's kind of interesting. Isn't it? The barrier. Awful thing about this, which is I tried using block, tried to walk through the door like it would open automatically. That's not how it works. Okay. So if I place the door normally, it's gonna be weird and gross, so I'm gonna try and do that. And now it's normal. Okay. Here we go, I got a little home set up. Tonight. Now thinking about it, there actually might not be that many mobs that spawn here either. Probably, more. So yeah, I might not have to worry about mobs too much. The main challenge is really just going to come from food and 2D. If I can find water, then I could get crops going, which would probably end up needing to be my main food source. Oh, that's not working. I hate bashing my head on that, but it looks like that's gonna be necessary. Okay. There we go. Probably be easier to get coal. See, sometimes it's better to get charcoal, because, like, coal, sometimes you, like, dig in a strip mine, then you have to end up going, like, really deep, which can be annoying sometimes. But here, that probably wouldn't even be as much of an issue, because I can just see. I can see it. See, look, there's coal right there, and I think I saw coal. Yep, there's a big old vein right there. So I could get there if I want. I swear I just saw something over here. Okay, there's more coal down there, by the way. The end I actually kind of want to talk about the end. So obviously, you can get to the end. You need to get 12 Ender eyes. I actually did notice. I think one of the portal frames was actually filled. But I don't really care. I made it 12 anyways because I figured people would end up being confused if it was 11 for no reason. That. If it was 11 for no reason, I feel like people would be confused. Or almost no reason, I guess. So it's going to be 12. So I'm going to need to get 12 Eyes of Ender. And yeah, that'll be it. Since strongholds typically spawn under villages, I can just go until there's a village. Probably. I don't have to do, like, goofy triangulation. Well, I can't do goofy triangulation. Not like I could regardless of this being 2D, because I don't have an F3 screen. I think for now I'll probably just wait out the night and then get back to you in the morning. Alright, I'm back. Funny thing. Okay, so I do know about apples, but that's not the funny thing. Terraria randomly, I think on Xbox, changed its keybind for jumping to left trigger. And for some reason I decided to not change it. I think it's because mounting was A, and I just didn't really know where to put mounting. So I got used to using left trigger on Terraria, and because this is two-dimensional, I tried to use left trigger to jump, which is kind of funny. I went out and got seeds, so I have seeds now. I also made a separate chest for me to store my stuff in. So if I die, I can just... So if I'm about to die of starvation, it's probably gonna happen a lot. Actually, I'm on normal mode, so it won't. But if I'm... But if I get to half heart because of starvation, meaning I will most likely die of something, I can just put all my good stuff in this chest and all junk I maybe have in my inventory in that one. And then, I could just go and jump off a cliff or something. I still want to actually have food so I can make long, trips, but, it doesn't look like that's gonna happen for a while, at least not until I find water, or enough iron, because if I manage to get 3 iron for a bucket and 7 iron for a cauldron, which is 10 total, I could make a cauldron and then have it fill up with water during the rain in order to get water. But that would both take a while, and I also need 7 iron, which I don't really feel like getting right now. So, yeah. I tried my best to make the experience seamless. I think there was a moment, in the past clip where you could see... Oh, I just accidentally mined dirt with a pickaxe. You could see the world beneath me being destroyed. I tried to make it as seamless as possible, but stuff like that's still gonna happen. Nothing. It never should obscure my character and the general vicinity around it. That was pretty much my goal. So yeah, that's... one more thing about the end. So, the end is also 3D, because the dragon is meant for 3D, for a 3D fight, and either it would become extraordinarily easy, or extraordinarily difficult if I tried to do it 2D. Probably extraordinarily difficult. And I also want you all to have fun instead of just witnessing me die 40,000 times, or in the event of it somehow being easy, win immediately. So it is 3D. However, as kind of a half challenge, but also not really, I decided to force third person. Not Minecraft third person, though. I made a shoulder surfing third person like you'd see in a lot of third-person games, so, it actually genuinely looks really cool, and this is pretty much, and since this world is pretty much just an experiment for /camera, I figured why not, and honestly, it would probably make it way more epic, and, easier to enjoy for all of y'all. Keep on seeing the ghosts of trees. How do I have 2? So, apples. I did talk about apples. They're not really a viable food source because both trees aren't reproducible, and they're also rare drop from leaves. oak leaves specifically, I believe. I don't think any other leaf actually drops apples. But in the event I do get one, they are useful. And now my hunger bar is replenished. So I'm going to try to beat the game. I technically can, and I'm going to hopefully, unless I just randomly get bored of this series, I will hopefully go until I do. But yeah. Looks like we... Thanks, lag. Currently getting a bit of lag coming in. That's not good. I think it's, destroying... Not destroying, I think it's getting rid of a lot of the world at once right now. Especially water, with all of its water physics that's being constantly... Oh, yeah! Since I used barrier blocks happen to be able to be waterloggable. So the water is there, and it's doing its flowing thing, but also being removed instantly, which is probably causing a lot of lag. That sucks. I have way more range than I thought. Oh, hey, there's an ocean. I did not know there was an ocean here. Okay, well, I found water, and now I need to find iron. So, good news, guys. I don't need to, spend 3 years getting water from a cauldron. Isn't that is very good news. Why am I able to mine this? This is so far away. Okay. My axe broke. Well, luckily I have a crafting table at home, and it looks like it's also getting me out. Isn't that nice? Sometimes. What was the... What was the pig dying for? Why did I hear a pig die? I'm confused. That's not what to do. Oh, puppy died. Why did the puppy die? I don't know why the puppy died. There we go. I should not try to close things while there is a torch in my hand. Bonk. My controller keeps on doing that double clicking thing, and it's annoying, along with the controller drift. Either I need a new one or I need a firmware update. And I'll probably see you all in the morning, because I'm mostly going to be hanging out in this house and doing random things. When I'm back. So, I did a little bit of off-camera mining. No, seriously, I literally have evidence that I got 3 iron. Okay, so, obviously you saw the farm, and obviously you see this bucket in my inventory. I did genuine off-camera mining. I literally will show you the evidence that I found iron down there. This is honestly kind of like X-ray vision. Also, there's just lapis just chilling there. I have no clue why. Again, I did not hand build this map. Please, like, check where lapis spawns. It's probably... If it's, it's like... If it includes Y around 60, then you know for a fact this is genuine, and if not, then you don't know for a fact this is genuine, but it's a bug, I promise you. So yeah, I got a bucket, and I started a small little farm, which is nice. So I plan on getting, or trying my best to get lily pads, to put over the water, so I don't have to deal with it. But I'll probably just end up using trap doors or something. I'm also going to get another water bucket so I can make infinite water source. And yes, you can make an infinite water source on a flat plane. You need 3 water buckets. Because those 3 water buckets, if you put them, actually you don't need 3. You need 2. You need 2 water buckets. Just like the other one, it's just a little annoying, because if you accidentally pick up the wrong one, then it's no longer infinite. Also, yes, I have confirmed that it is definitely this water that is causing the lag. Look at that. Because I only ever lag when I get near here. So I'm probably going to be trying to fix that, probably just like, aura of slash fill air around where it puts barriers. So that way it should be getting rid of the water, which means less lag. Obviously not all of the water, but you know what I mean. And I probably won't be doing that for the background wall right here, because there is nowhere for it to flow anyways. So yeah, those apples have already run out. I don't even know how. I wasn't even sprinting that much. I'm gonna put it here, probably. I pressed the sprint button. I was looking. Oh, right. I can't sprint. Aren't I a smart person? I'm a smart person, right? That's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna need to do something about this. Trapdoors. I think I'm gonna make trapdoors for things. So first of all, trapdoor for this, so I don't keep falling in the water. Alright, trapdoor right there. I'm no longer gonna fall in the water, but it can still moisten the soil, which is nice. Another trapdoor right there. And that's not where I wanted to put it. Really? That's where it's gonna fall? Right there, specifically? As you can tell, this is a bit of an annoying challenge. I have to put a trapdoor here, just so I can actually get up when I don't want to be mining, and when I have no hunger, and then it just places on top, and then goes the exact opposite direction I wanted it to. Here's actually another couple things I wanted to do with this. So I wanted to make it so that ender pearls and other projectiles would stay along the 2D path by basically forcing them to face perfectly either left or right and up or down as they were already facing. But I tried doing that, and since R, X, and those selectors, which are for rotation, don't allow you to use greater than or less than like you can with others for some reason, I couldn't do that, because then I'd have to write out every single degree of rotation, and that would not be fun. Also, I didn't have enough space for it. I have a very limited space down at like y-64, so I couldn't do that. Yeah, that's really just about all I need to tell you guys about this. Besides the fact that I want this to be a series, but it might not be, because I might get bored with it. I do that sometimes, unfortunately. But I think this is probably interesting enough, hopefully, that you all will, it'll probably be received enough for me to actually want to make it a series. Although, to be fair, that still doesn't really guarantee much, considering that the Witherstorm series, I stopped doing it, even though it was actually pretty well received. And also, yes, I did just take my farm water, and no, I don't care, because I'm just going to get it right back, and place it back again. So now I have an infinite source of water. I'm just going to make some more trapdoors so I don't accidentally pick up the wrong one. So yeah, because of the way that barriers are, you can waterlock barriers, which means that I might end up accidentally placing water in them sometimes. That's a bit annoying, but there's not much I can do about that. Again, I did try to do border blocks, but that didn't work. So the reason why I didn't do border blocks, the reason why they didn't work is because the way that I had to do it, it was like flashing. I don't even know why. So I just decided on barrier blocks since they're easier. I wish I could do border blocks, but there, even besides just like the complications with commands, there are other complications that come with them. For example, if you were to throw an ender pearl, it could go outside of it, which isn't inherently dangerous, besides the fact that I could, if I accidentally throw it a little bit this way, I could end up getting out of the map, which isn't favorable. It's not inherently dangerous, just annoying because I could lose an ender pearl. But the unfortunate part with this is if I throw it a little bit upwards into the side, then I could just end up dying of fall damage, which is not favorable, but also probably better than breaking the map in its entirety. Again, that's not really that big of an issue, but if you all do want me to let you all download the map, then I'll try my best to. I don't really know how to do that, but I maybe could. It would probably end up on like MCPEDL or something like that. MCPEDL, but I don't know. With all this set up, now that I think about it, well, considering everything that we have managed to accomplish, I think that'll be just about it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. That didn't work so well because I'm in 2D. Bye!